Disclaimer, the comments made in this video are intended for entertainment purposes only and are not intended to offend anyone. The anti-ICE movement has exploded across the country, from chaotic streets to fiery protests and some absolutely wild confrontations. This is part 2 of the movement that's turning cities upside down. Let's get into it. A lame attempt at finishing off a beaten argument after getting schooled.
So yesterday it's like protesting and whatnot, and today it is broken windows and whatnot. Nothing was stolen. Nothing was stolen. Just plain evil.
She wakes up the next day to find her car windows busted by ICE protesters. She calls it plain evil. This is totally ironic.
Protesters setting cars on fire, dumping bikes and scooters on police cruisers on the highway. Law enforcement firing hundreds of flashbangs and non-lethal projectiles and making dozens of arrests.
Fires, violence, mass arrests in LA, and yeah, the Marines rolled in. Just a casual day at the immigration protest.
I just don't understand how this could happen. It's not fair.
This is what happens when liberals realize that they are losing the anti-ICE battle.
Oh, who's that?
Sidewalks get ripped up and rocks fly from overpasses. The protest escalated from chants to projectiles real fast.
You see one person trying to stand right in front of this SUV here, but he's it's just such a dangerous situation here, and it's really not going to do.
Radical tries to block an ICE vehicle, but forgets the consequences.
They're coming out, they're coming out, they're coming out. What's that?
Law enforcement clashed with protesters in LA. It looked less like a demonstration and more like a war zone.
Liberty and justice for all. How's it feel to be out here over the 101 with all these people honking in support of you guys?
It feels good to know. I mean, there's no reason for all of this. I mean, it's unlawful. We can't have a president who's a felon, honestly. I mean, these are people who have been here. They provide for us not just labor, but they're human beings. They deserve rights.
This protester says it's all unlawful, but shouting F president doesn't exactly justify destroying property. In LA, demonstrators built barricades and used leaf blowers to push back tear gas. Tactical, but still illegal.
You want to gather lawfully and protest, that's great, that's America. The moment you start blocking highways, throwing rocks at cops, breaking into stores, stealing things, you are in violation of a number of statutes, and the laws still apply to you no matter how upset you are.
Finally, someone says what we're all thinking. You block highways, throw rocks, loot stores. That's crime. Here's the real face of the movement, spitting on and burning the American flag while waving the flags of other nations. The irony writes itself. They looted an Apple store. Is robbing also part of free speech now?
The individual driving the car slowed down and stopped for a couple participants right before reaching me.
Group essentially surrounded that car. Based on the preliminary information we're hearing, the driver may have gotten very concerned, was confused about what to do in that situation. Some of the individuals may have actually hit the car with their hands.
Another case of, oh, I got hit for blocking a public road.
We're the security guard.
The Adidas store got cleared out. Consider again, is this really a peaceful protest? Flag of another country flying over a burning American road. Let that one sink in.
Spell and pronounce your name for me.
Yeah, it's Christina with a CH, and then Maimone, M-A-I-M-O-N-E.
You have your face covered. Is there a reason for that?
Yes, because there's been a lot of really fascist responses to protesting under this administration, and we don't really know who's going to show up or what's going to happen, so it's just a protective measure.
An Asheville woman spells her full name on live TV while masked against fascism. That's ironically transparent. In some areas, the National Guard stepped in. Clashes erupted almost immediately. As police moved in, protesters scattered. More violent confrontations, more damage, more chaos.
You know you got a job to do. Well, you took an oath to the Constitution, not to the fascists in the White House. Think about what you're doing now. Think about what this means.
Motivational speech or misguided aggression, protesters in LA confronted the National Guard directly. Some even mocked the guard while holding signs, and again, not helping your cause.
Of the ICE building there, DHS agents clearing out the demonstrators after they could be seen tossing smoke grenades and lighting off flares out on the street. The agents having to fire rubber bullets at several of those demonstrators as they continue to cause chaos. Multiple arrests appear to have been made, although an exact...
Protests turned fiery in Chicago. Streets were literally burning. The aftermath, flames, clashes, and a city left to clean up the mess. Protesters kneel and scream as arrests roll in. It's like watching someone realize they signed up for this moment after the chaos started. Flags waving, irony rising, demanding freedom by breaking laws. That's some deep-level backfiring energy.
No fear! ICE is not welcome here! No hate! No fear! ICE is not welcome here! No hate! No fear! ICE is not welcome here!
White liberals chanting the same buzzwords we've heard a million times. ICE bad, Trump bad, racism bad, fascism bad, soundbite central.
Shame! 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 Back up! Yeah, back up! Back up! Shame! 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 Shame!
But the mob is charging, yelling, shame, shame, at ICE agents. Lots of passion, but the question is, where's the logic behind these protests?
Downtown, protesters set vehicles on fire, threw rocks at squad cars, and blocked the busy 101 freeway.
Now we have fireworks, police cars torched, rocks flying, mass arrests, and they're still calling it justice. Bold definition.
And fight! They can tear gas, and they'll still come out here today because democracy matters!
Democracy matters, they shout while promising to fight and fight even after tear gas. Is that admirable stamina or just stubbornness? And then it escalates. Self-driving cars literally lit on fire in Los Angeles. Peaceful, not even close. More crowds gather, more signs up, more chaos.
Of the ICE building there. DHS agents clearing out the demonstrators after they could be seen tossing smoke grenades and lighting off flares out on the street. The agents having to fire rubber bullets at several of those demonstrators as they continue to cause chaos. Multiple arrests appear to...
In Minneapolis, protesters mistook federal agents for ICE and unleashed slurs. And then this stomping of the American flag while demanding to live in the very country they're disrespecting. Blocking roads again until one driver had enough. Protesters scattered as the car plowed through the crowd. The chants are loud, but what exactly are they fighting for anymore? Mostly peaceful, this looks more like organized looting. Horse-mounted cop steps in and literally kicks a protester off the path. Seems like even horses are tired of the politics. Drone shot of Dallas crowd staging up in broad daylight.
The ICE disappearing people in the streets, will you get in the way? Yes! If you are charged with enforcing any part of the president's unlawful executive orders, will you resist? Yes! If your neighbor needs a place to hide, will you hide them? Yes!
This one promises to protect neighbors from legal authority. Solid plan until the court summons arrives.
My side, that's a parking garage.
Seattle protest turns into a chase scene. Surprised they can run, but they can't hide. And But amid all the chaos, one man stepped up, stopping the American flag from being burned in Seattle. A powerful moment.
Continue to march. They started throwing garbage into the street, and that is when the NYPD moved in, told everyone they had to get out of the street, and now this is what we have. Dozens of officers. We have not seen this kind of response all day, and now we have these officers here. These officers, dozens of officers now gathered outside of Federal Plaza. Actually, this is where the ICE offices are here in Manhattan, and this is where dozens of protesters now are ending their night. The NYPD standing by in case they have to make more arrests, and as long as the protesters stay on the sidewalk, the NYPD is not going to make any.
As garbage piled in the streets, NYPD made their move. You can hear the bangs as law enforcement took action. San Francisco joined in. Another city, another protest. Bricks and rocks pummeling ICE agents, but fake news and corrupt left call it peaceful. That's next level mental gymnastics.
ICE agents should be afraid to leave their house. We should be calling them out in public. If you know one of your neighbors is one of them, let people know.
A woke activist is literally urging harassment of ICE agents at their homes. Yeah, intimidate the people who literally put their lives on the line.
We're down here in Tampa, Florida, guys, and I'm walking up on this like immigrants' rights protest, it looks like. Let's see what's going on here.
It's not just new. Here's Tampa 2019 doing the same thing. Anti-AUR ICE waves have been around. This is just the latest splash.
Deportation! Come home and let's be clear! Come home and let's be clear! Immigrants are welcome here! Immigrants are welcome here!
Liberal leader chanting "Stop scapegoating immigrants." Sign it up while also asking ICE to step back. Mixed messages much?
Hey, watch out, that's a go! Woo!
Ambush from behind a tree with fireworks. That's peaceful protest in the modern activist playbook.
My parents have came here for more than 20 years, and they worked hard every single day. My parents have always paid taxes. They used to say we didn't pay taxes. What about now? Aren't they using the IRS to track us down? I thought we didn't pay taxes. I thought we were freeloaders, but yet they're coming to our houses, they're coming to buildings, they're coming to construction places.
This woman said her immigrant parents worked hard, and that's true, but breaking the law isn't the same as hard work. Another driver in Chicago said enough's enough and drove through protesters. Waving the flags of other nations while demanding rights in the U.S.? Confusing to say the least.
Over the barriers, subject to arrest for obstructing governmental administration. This is the New York City Police Department.
In Manhattan, the movement grew, and so did the arrests. In Chicago, the protests brought traffic to a complete stop.
We got people breaking through the barriers to the Capitol building. We got people breaking through the barriers to the Capitol building. There's people that are breaking through the barriers of the Capitol building, rushing the Capitol steps.
They breached barricades at the Capitol. Funny how when others did it, it was a national emergency, but today, just part of the movement. So that's part one. You tell us, is it a protest, demonstration, or full-blown breakdown? If these are your friends, maybe remind them what peaceful means. Stay tuned for part two. Meanwhile, comment and subscribe because this is only getting started. Stay sharp, stay skeptical, stay informed.